Today I thought of starting a new topic. It's going to be a very interesting topic. I hope you guys will enjoy. Okay, so that is the bank reconciliation statements. Now, before I move on to this explanation, detailed explanation, okay, I will start with a small story. Okay, story between two accountants. Okay, two accountants. Okay, so let's say there's a company. There's a company. Let's say company name is SBS company. Okay, so SBS company. There is an accountant. Okay, we'll assume there is an accountant working in this company, and also we'll assume the bank as commercial bank. Okay, so commercial bank, there is another accountant. Okay, so what is the story I'm going to tell now? Story between two accountants. One accountant is in SBS company, the other accountant is in commercial bank. Okay, now let's start with this. Okay, two accountants. Okay, now let's say the company owners, okay, the owners of the company, they have decided to invest cash. Okay, so let's say they invested $100,000. Okay, SBS company accountant, what he will do if the owners has invested cash 100,000, what the accountant will do? It has to be debited to cash account. Okay, cash debit, capital account credit. So credit, this should be the double entry. Okay, so this is based on the double entry concept. No, this is based on the double entry concept. Double entry concept says when you debit one account, you have to credit the other account. So basically, if you take the accounting equation, assets equals equity plus liability, right? So your assets total should match with equity plus liability. Now, since he has invested cash, okay, so the cash is an asset, right? So cash will increase by 100,000, and on the other hand, the equity will increase by 100,000, right? This is the capital, right? So your balance sheet equation is tallied. It's balancing, right? So this is based on the double entry accounting concept. So his accountant will debit the bank account and credit the capital account. So you need to post this to the general ledger. Okay. So what is the general ledger? You have a cash book. So here the cash book means, please remember, okay, two column cash book, two columns. Okay, so which is the cash column and the bank column, right? Just assume like that. So if you take this, so these are not straight. Okay, now the owners have invested 100,000, so he has to debit the cash book, right? So this is capital account will be credited, the cash book will be debited. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now the accountant was asked to open a bank account with the bank, right? Now If the owner, if the company wants to open a bank account, what they have to do, what the accountant will do, accountant will simply, what he will do, he will credit the cash book, right? When you deposit cash, what he will do, simply he will credit the cash book, okay, and he will debit the bank column, right? Contra entry, no? This is bank, this is cash. So this is what he will do. Who? The accountant of SBS company, this company. Okay. So why he is doing that? Because simply your cash is reducing and another asset is increasing. That is a bank account. You understand? So bank account balance is increasing. Okay. Now, when you deposit this 100,000 to the bank, okay, so before you deposit, you have to open up an account with the bank. Am I right or wrong? Yes. The accountant, this accountant, okay, has to go to the bank. He is going to the bank and he has to open up an account, right? So, in order to open an account, what do you have to do? The accountant has to fill up a form, right? So, you will be given an application form. So, you just fill up that and get the signatures from the owners and you just deposit. That's a normal process, right? Okay. Now, he goes to the bank and he has to open up a bank account and he is going to deposit. Okay. Now, the commercial bank accountant, okay, from the point of view, now you just forget about the company accountant, think about the commercial bank accountant from point of view, okay. So from commercial bank accountant's point of view, is receiving cash, right? Okay, the bank is receiving cash, right? 100,000. When he receives cash, what the accountant would do? The commercial bank is a separate entity, right? It's a separate entity. The accountant has to follow the normal double entry concept. What is the normal double entry concept? See, assets equals equity plus liability, right? He has to follow the same rule. What is the rule? He is receiving cash. So, what he has to do is cash is increasing. Commercial bank cash is increasing by 100,000 and liability increases. Why? This is a very important concept. The liability of the bank increases. Why? From the point of view of, this is very important, okay? Very, very important, this concept. From the point of view of the bank, bank receives cash from SBS company, right? So SBS company is a liability for the commercial bank. Is that clear? Okay. So therefore, the commercial bank accountant has to what? Increase the liability. Increase in liability, and the commercial bank cash account should be debited. Okay. So what is a double entry? He has to pass a double entry. The cash book, the cash book will be debited by 100,000 and he will credit the liability of SBS company. Okay. So the commercial bank accountant, what he will do, he will debit the commercial bank account cash book, right? Commercial bank account cash book. This is their cash book. They will debit and they will credit which account? They will open SBS company account will be credited by 100,000. So this is SBS and this is the commercial bank account, cash book account. Okay, right? Is that clear? Okay, so after opening a bank account, now basically at the end of every month, this is very important. At the end of every month, the SBS company accountant has to close his books of accounts, right? In the meantime, if you take the commercial bank accountant will also close his books of accounts, right? Okay. So what he will do, the commercial bank will send a statement called bank statement to SBS company. Okay. So usually banks will send bank statement to almost all the customers who has opened a bank account with the bank. They are supposed to send a bank statement. Then only you will come to know what transactions you have done during a particular month. You understand? Every month you will get a bank statement. Okay, so bank statement will look like this. So if you take a bank statement, okay, bank statement will look like this. So let's say the company deposited the money 2020, okay. So the company deposited, right? So this is the SBS company account. So this is what they are going to show you in this columnar format, okay. So since this amount was credited, this is credit, right? This is on the credit side, no? This is the debit side. So when the company, the commercial bank receives the amount, they will say deposits. Okay, on the credit side, 100,000. The balance is 100,000. Okay, so you will receive this statement. When the company accountant receives this bank statement, what he has to do? He has to compare with his cash book, right? Okay, so the credit side of the bank statement, so this is on the credit side, right? Why credit side? Now I explain you. Because from the bank point of view, SBS company is a liability. So that's why they are showing on the credit side. Okay. So when the bank statement is received by the company accountant, what he will do, he will compare with his bank account with the cash book. Okay. So he has to compare with debit side or credit side. When you receive the bank statement credit side should be compared with the cash book debit side. Why? Because from the point of view of SBS company, the cash deposited is an asset to them. That's why it's on the debit side. Okay, we debited the bank account and we credited the capital account. That is a separate set of books in the company. From the bank point of view, the bank debited their cash book and they credited our account, SBS account, because it's a liability. Okay, so therefore, when you compare the debit side in the cash book, you need to compare with credit side. So reconciliation means you are reconciling your cash book balance with the bank statement, which means you are comparing whether it is matching. Okay, so therefore bank reconciliation statement means you compare bank statement balance with the cash book balance. and you are comparing whether it's matching. Okay, so usually at the end of the month when you receive the bank statement, you have to compare with the cash book balance. Usually it will not match. There are so many reasons. Okay, so this is what I want to explain you. The first concept you should know, the when you prepare a bank reconciliation statement, what is the first step? You need to compare your credit side of the bank statement with the debit side of the cash book. So debit side of the cash book with the credit side of the bank statement. If it is a credit side of the cash book, then the debit side of the bank statement. This is very, very important. Okay, this is the first concept that you should know before preparing a bank reconciliation statement. So this is therefore what we call it bank reconciliation statement means, okay, we compare the bank statement with the cash book balance to identify whether the balances are matching. This is known as bank reconciliation statement. So when you prepare a bank reconciliation statement, the debit side of the cash book should be compared with the credit side of the bank statement, and credit side of the cash book should be compared with the debit side of the bank statement. Is that clear? Okay. Thank you.